All right, so in this step, you're actually going to take a rectangular area model and you're going to find the missing dimensions and areas. So in our notes, I gave you all of the missing dimensions, right? This one, like I said, has an area of 4x. So if this side is 2, this length is 2, the width has to be 2x, because 2 times 2x equals that area, 4x. So you're going to go ahead and now fill in the missing information. So you're going to sketch each of these rectangular models. So this is called area model puzzles. You're going to sketch each rectangle. So one, sketch the rectangle. Okay, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to find the missing dimensions. So, for example, on this one, it's missing, this side is given. So we know the area of the whole square is 3x squared. This side is given x. So we know the missing side. So we know the area as a sum, just the area alone is 3x squared. So we know the area is going to be some length times some width, right? And we know the width is x, that's given to us. So we're missing something that will result in 3x squared. So to make that 3x squared, we need to multiply x with 3x, because then I would get 3x squared. So we know that this missing side right here is 3x, is 3x. So let's put that in there. Okay. So your job is to fill in the rest of the missing dimensions. So I don't know the length and the width of this. If the area of the square is missing, so for example, in this one, the length is given to you, but you don't know the area of the whole rectangle or the area of this missing square. And so you also have to fill that in. So that's your first thing. Sketch it, find the missing dimensions, and then you're going to go ahead and write down the area as a sum and the area as a product. And you're going to show that the two areas are equivalent, right? They're describing the area of the same shape, so they better be equal at the end of it all. You're actually going to, after you write all your work down, you're actually going to record a video of yourself explaining how the two areas are equivalent. So I'm going to do an example. None of these rectangles, because you are the ones who have to work on it, but I will give you an example of this process. So, and then record a video showing that. Okay, so let me do an example for you. So let's say I take a rectangular area model. So let's say I have an area model that looks like this. So I'm given the base and the length and the width of this rectangle. I don't know the area of it, so I do length times width. So I know that 2 times x is just 2x. So the area of this rectangle inside here is 2x. Okay, so I'm going to fill that in. Again, I know the length of this is x. This side is just equal to this side. And then the width of this rectangle is 3, so the area of this is 3 times x, which is 3x. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in my rectangle. So 3x. Okay, so that's your first step. Just sketch this into your notebook and then fill in the missing information. Next is I want to find the area as a sum. So I'm just going to take both of my rectangles areas and add them up together. So area as a sum equals 2x plus 3x. Then I have to write it as a product. So I have to take my length, which is x, times my width, which is 2 plus 3, which is x times 5, or 5x. Then I have to show that area as a sum is equal to area as a product. So I know that the area as a sum is 2x plus 3x. Their product is 5x. This is just simple algebra at this point. I would like for you to create a video explaining how 2x plus 3x is equal to 5x. So for me, I know that 2x plus 3x, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So indeed, this is 5x, which is indeed equal to 5x. So I showed that the area is a sum, area as a sum is equivalent to the area as a product. They're both the area of this rectangle. So you're going to do the same thing with all of these area models. They're a little more difficult than my example. So if you need help, you can come ask me in workshop or class. But go ahead and go through these 4 rectangles, explain how the area as a sum is equivalent to the area as a product. When you're finished, upload your video on DreamSeeDo, and you will be finished with this challenge after the reflection.